Hello everybody. Today we are going to solve problem number 88 from LeetCode, that is merge sorted array. This is an easy level problem and it is also listed in top 150 interview list by LeetCode. Okay, so let's start with the problem. The problem states that I'll just explain you what the problem says. I'm not reading the whole problem here. I'll just say you what it says. It basically says that you have two arrays num1 and num2 which are sorted in ascending order. Okay, now we have to merge both the arrays into a single array, which will again be in ascending order only. After merging, the array has to be in ascending order. Okay, so this is the thing, and also it is mentioned that we cannot take out an extra space for merging and sorting. We have to complete the whole merging and the sorting process in the array nums1 only. That is why it is said here that final sorted array should be returned by the function, but instead we stored inside array nums1. To accommodate this, nums1 has a length of m plus n, where m is the element done, okay, where the first element m denotes the elements that should be emerged and the last n elements are set to 0 and should be ignored. Num2 has an length of n. Okay, so let's understand what basically this code says. So in this code, what is there is, first we have, okay, so first we have nums1, that is, I'll write it as n1. N1 is equal to, I'm sorry, I don't know why did we do this. N1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, and these are the auxiliary zeros. Basically we are going to merge the output array. This is the total length is the length of the output array, but initially when we just take nums1, this is the length of nums1, that is 3. Now we have nums2, n2, and this is as 2, 5, I'm sorry, and 6. So it's 2, 5 and 6. Now what we are going to do is, the resultant array should look something like this, that is 1, 2, 2, 3, 5 and 6. This is the resultant array that should come. Okay, so what are we basically trying to do in this is that we will put what we have thought is that I'm going to add 2 pointers at the ending of both the arrays. Let's take this as I and let's take this as J. Okay, so these two are the pointers. We will check which element is the greater one. The one that is greater, that gets inserted to the end of nums1 itself, because we do not have any auxiliary space. So what do we have to do? We have to add the elements in m1 itself. So we are starting it from the back, so that the element actual elements of num1 doesn't get overwritten. Okay, because at the end there is 0 stored. So when we start from the end, no elements actually gets overridden. I'll show you what I'm trying to say after I explain the logic right now. Then I'll tell you what is this basically, this overridden thing. What am I saying about overriding the elements and all. Okay, so we have two, okay, I'll write it once more. We have 2 elements, 1, 2 and 3 out here, 2 arrays. This is n1, and we have 2 and 5 and 6. Okay, so what do? We have 2 pointers out here. One is this and the other one is out here. Okay, so now we check which element is greater, 3 or 6. 6 is greater than 3. So we take 6 and we add it at the end of nums1. We actually now we can think nums1 to be just an array. This way you can just think it. Okay, let's take it this way. Like we had that 0, no? So this is 1, 2, 3, and we had 0 out here. So initially let's okay, let's take this as 0 only, and initially let's take it as 0 only, and we'll just add the elements and I'll show you. Okay, okay, so we have 3 and 6. Now 6 is greater than 3, so we place 6 at the end of the array. So 6 is out here, and the pointer gets shifted to the front. It is decremented by 1, and now the new pointer is pointing to 5, and the pointer, this is I, let's take this as I, and let's take this as J. So the J pointer is shifted by 1, and I remains at whichever position it was. Now we check between 5 and 3. Now 5 is greater than 3. So what do? We add 5 at the end of the array out here at this position, and okay, so we take basically we take a pointer out here also. Okay, let's take this pointer out here, that is k. Now k is basically is I plus j plus 1. Okay, this index is I plus j plus 1. Okay, so now after adding 6, this pointer again gets shifted to this. So at this position we add 5. Okay, because we got 5 as the lower element. Okay, now from here we again shift the pointer to 2. Since we added 5, so we'll shift the pointer. So we'll check between 2 and 3. Now 3 is bigger. So what do? We add 3 in place of this one. Okay. Okay, so after adding 5, actually this pointer shifted to this position. So I did not mention it, but now I mentioned it. Okay, so now we add 3, and again this pointer shifts to this location. Now and this I pointer also shifts to 2. Now we check between this 2 and this 2. Now both of them are same, so we take the element from the first array only. If you want, you can take it from the second array also, but I'll be taking it from the first array. So we take this 2 and we add it in this 3. Okay, so we take this 2 and we add it out here. Now this pointer gets the I pointer gets shifted to the front. Okay, now we will check between 1 and 2. Now 2 is bigger, so we'll override this and we'll write it as 2. Okay, and now this pointer gets shifted to the front and the array ends. Now since second array ended, okay, so we don't need to do anything, because we are actually making the changes in the first array itself. So anything in the beginning, if anything is left in the first array, it is always going to be the smaller one, because already it is sorted in the ascending order itself. So we don't need to make any changes. Now guys, if this one would have been at the second array out here with okay, instead of being out here, if it would have been out here, then we had to externally check whether the second array is ending or not, whether the second array has completely been traversed or not. If it is not, then we had to actually place all the elements that are left to the front of the first array. Okay, I'll write the code and I'll show you what am I trying to do. Okay, so I was saying you about this overriding thing. Basically what I was saying, that if instead of starting, now we have started from the back, we had put 2 pointers at the back, but instead of starting from the back, if we would have started from the front, what would have happened is, now we think this was 1 and this is 2 and this is 3, and this is 2, this is 5 and this is 6. Okay, so initially when I thought the logic of this code, I did this mistake, that is I started from the front and I merged the array. But what I saw was that one elements were getting overridden, it was getting lost. What happened is, basically, now I have my complete array, the output array initially is this, no, like 1 2 3, and then we have 3 zeros. Okay, so we had to make these changes out here only. Okay, guys, this is not, oh my god, I don't know what am I doing. I'm so sorry. Okay, this is a 0 out here. Okay, so this is the initial array, this is a 0, please don't think it as 6. Okay, now we check if we put a pointer out here and we also put a pointer out here, what happens is, we first check which is a smaller element. So we take 1 is the smaller element, so we override 1 in 1 only. Okay, now we move the pointer to the second this position. Now between this 2 and 2, now again both are similar, so we take this 2 and we overwrite it out here and we move the pointer to 3. Now between 3 and 2, 2 is smaller. Now what happens, you see, now we take this 2 and we overwrite it out here. Okay, basically, guys, this is the only array in which it is going. We are basically checking between these elements only, these elements and these elements. So this 3, basically when you check between 3 and 2, 2 is smaller, so you cancel this 3 and you place 2 out here. So what happens is 3 gets lost. This is what I'm trying to say. This is a mistake which I did while starting from the beginning. So we had to start it from the end. Now again, when this pointer is getting shifted to this, what happened is we were checking between this 2 and this 5. So again 2 was smaller. So what we did is here, instead like after this there is 0 0 0, which is basically this. So we had to write 2 out here, but it was supposed to be 3. So here the answer comes wrong. 3 gets lost. Okay, so that is why we started from the end, so that no answer gets erased. We initially start from the back where the empty spaces were. We fill the empty spaces and then we come to the front and no things get erased. Now let's write the code. So we take a pointer initially, that is I, that is m minus 1, and then we have another pointer that is j, which is n minus 1, and we also have a third pointer which is k, which is I plus j plus 1. I said you guys. Now we do that while I is greater than equal to 0 and j is greater than equal to 0, we do is if nums1 of I is greater than nums2 of j, what do? In nums1 of k minus minus, we add the greater element, that's nums1 of I minus minus. Okay. Similarly, if nums2 of j is greater, what do? We add nums2 of j in nums1 of k minus minus. Do you get it? This is what we do. Now after coming out from this loop, now if I loop gets if I loop is left, I mean sorry, if the first array is left traversing, then no problem, it's already there in the array. But if j gets left, what do we have to do? We have to add all the elements left in the second array to the first array. Okay, like in nums we had to add all the elements in nums2. If any of the element is left, we have to add all of that to nums1. Okay, this is what the whole code is. I hope the code runs, there is no mistake. Okay, you guys see, there is no mistake, all the code gets test cases pass, and the code is this. It's a very simple code, guys. It's like very simple. I hope you guys understood it. If you have any doubt, then please do ask in the comment section. I would definitely answer all, and I'll also mention my Instagram and Facebook handle in the description, so that if any question, any doubt you guys get, then please do ask me anywhere, whether in the comment section or in the DM. So let's end it here for today. I'll come with another new question the next day. Also, please guys mention me the if any such problem you have which you guys are not understanding, you want an explanation about it, I'll mention, I'll try and do that for you guys. Okay, bye.